I'm sure you heard not everything that is good for you. There's some things that can be bad for you. Do you know you can die by drinking too much water? Ultra marathon runners are more likely to die of a heart attack than if they just did a normal cardio session. Why is that? Because there are some things you need to avoid. I'm Lee Agbohlah with LTAPerformance, and in this video, you'll learn what exercises you need to avoid. There are some exercises that are going to leave you in a worse place than you begin. Exercise is great for you. However, if it is done not for the best of your goals in yourself and your fit journey, you can put yourself at risk to have an injury, not reach your weight loss goals, and get fatter after a successful weight loss transformation. Be sure to like and subscribe. I've seen in the gym in my 10 years of coaching hundreds of clients that people do things at the gym they really shouldn't be doing. And it's not always their fault because there's a lot of information out there. There's thousands of exercises you can do with many programs that have many advice that it will tell you that you need to do this because this is the best thing for you. And we are all guilty of what we see on social media, where we look for the best thing that can happen for ourselves to get a result. So let's start off with the first thing you need to avoid with an exercises, and that's social media exercises. These exercises look exciting, look different, so it tries to divert your attention from things that have been proven to work. The foundation has been laid out for you. Don't try to overthink this. You're not here to reinvent the wheel. Many of these social media exercises are only there to get your eyeballs focused on that, to just draw your attention, to get you stop doing your typical scrolling. So when you see something that is just different and doesn't look right, or that looks like, man, that looks cool, that doesn't mean that's something you should be doing for yourself. Many of these exercises put you at an increased risk for injury. I have seen so many failed gym compilation videos of people doing these exercises because they saw it on social media and they wind up injuring themselves or look like a fool on everybody that sees their videos on social media. Don't fall for that trap. There's things that have been proven to work over time. Like I said, you're not here to reinvent the wheel. You're here to stay in your best version of yourself by reaching your goals. And you don't need to do these social media workouts that look cool. Trust me, you don't need to do things that are not actually gonna better yourself. Always remember why. Why do I need to do this? What is the purpose? What is the result I am getting from doing this exercise? If you cannot answer that, then you need to look to see what is the right solution to reach your goals by coming up with the right exercises for you. There always has to be a why behind it. As a coach, I can always explain every exercise, every rep, everything that we do within a workout to get my clients to their end goal, because there's a reason behind that. Just doing social media exercises, what's the why behind it? You got to know. And sometimes you will hear fancy words that try to over science to make you think, man, that sounds like that's something I need to do. Has it been proven, the research, or this is just a science experience that you're seeing live on social media? Avoid these social media workouts. Do the exercises that have been proven over time, that sets the foundation, that gets you the results. Also, you need to avoid doing exercises that increase your risk for injury or in further pain to an area that is a problem concern. I have gone through different injuries and different hurts in the gym. When I was coming back from my torn pec and I was building my strength and I started increasing the intensity or doing different exercises, I put in pec flies. Now, pec flies had put me at an increased risk to what I just had happen within the surgery. So I noticed of doing it to see if I could test it, that right away it was causing some issue to my pec. So you do have to really listen to your body. Sometimes you do have to figure out what is good and what isn't good. Now, if you're doing the exercise incorrect, of course, but if you're doing something correctly, then look at what is it doing to yourself. What is the response that your body is having from that exercise? So with me with the pec class, I noticed that it felt like it was straining. It was putting at a different risk that I wasn't willing to go through. And I noticed how it was bothering me. So I just haven't done pec class since. It's something that I may go back to seeing if that is right for me. Yes. But at this time, it's not right for me. I've had where I'm dealing with my knee and doing certain explosive movements was causing my knee to have fluid build up. So once again, I listened to my body and made sure I avoided that. I have clients came back from injuries that I knew they couldn't do because of that injury. If they had a hernia, there's no way they were going to do some crunches that's going to increase the pressure to their disc that can further damage what they've already had done. I have clients that have had various knee injuries. I wasn't going to do certain leg exercises because that was going to increase the risk. You have to understand, is this going to actually better the situation or worsen the situation? No one's telling you to stop working out after having an injury because, hey, I've had many of those or different pains I've dealt with and I kept working out. But don't do something that's going to push it to an increased risk. Or when you're coming back from rehabbing, understand what exercise you need to do at the certain point so you don't put yourself in a compromised position to have an increased risk. You really have to listen to your body. It is important that you do that, or you can be putting yourself in a worse position. And lastly, I want to finish off here with understanding exercise you need to avoid is doing exercises that don't fit your goal. There's a term in our industry that we call specificity. And specificity just means doing something specific to your goals, specific to what you want to have happen within that workout. So if you do exercises that are not following this principle, you are wasting your time. Now, yes, there's exercises that can be good and improve on something, but if that's not with your goal, why are you doing it? Right? If you're doing some exercise you see that pitchers do to help your shoulder, and that's not something that's a problem, concern for you, and that's taking time away from the actual goals that you need to do to help yourself lose some weight and get stronger in the areas that are most important to you, then why are you doing it? There's often I just see people just do exercise because they think, well, I'm just exercising, like I'm just going through the motions. No, you have to have a goal in mind of the exercise you're doing and stick to it that's going to help you get the results. So when I'm doing workouts for myself or creating programs for my clients, it follows the principle, it's specific to my goals. It's following the specificity so that they can get the results that they need and the results for myself. So don't do things that aren't specific. Also specific to what you need to have happen within your goals of the program. So if you are very busy, you have a business, you have a family, and you try to fit workouts that take an hour, and you really need to do something doing 30 minutes, and these exercises are not fitting to that, then that also doesn't follow the specificity, because you have to do things that's going to be your consistent. So if you're doing exercises that take 10 minutes to set up and you only got 30 minutes, well, you're wasting valuable time that you could be doing other exercises that fit your goal and fit what you have available for yourself. It falls within that as well. So it's very important that you are doing things that are specific to what you want to have happen. Always remember the outcome that you're looking to produce from it. Don't do exercises that don't fit that. Exercise is medicine to the body. It's needed on your fit journey. You cannot go without exercise. You got to stay active. However, don't do things that do not fit your goals, that increase your risk for injury, and that is just plain old stupid. Avoid these things. So let's recap here. Avoid doing those social media workouts. Hey, it may look cool on the gram, may look cool on YouTube. But that ain't for you if it's not actually producing results that you need and doesn't follow what is actually the result that you are looking for. Doing exercises that are going to put you at increase for injury or hurt an area that is a problem or concern for yourself. Don't do these. Like I said, when I was dealing with some of my injuries, I had to avoid certain exercises. I wasn't going to put myself at risk. Work with clients that have pre-existing injuries. I'm not going to do exercises that are going to put them at increased risk. It's not worth it. And lastly, as I just talked about, do things that are specific to your goal. Remember the rule of specificity, right? It has to fit your goal. Don't do things that don't actually train what you're wanting to have happen from it. It's pointless and you're wasting your time. So let me know in the comments, are you doing exercises that are helping your goals, or have you done things that you know you shouldn't do? What is your thought on some of these social media workouts that you see on your favorite platforms? Let me know. Be sure to like and subscribe and watch the next video.